guys, welcome to the Grease Chain Podcast with your host Josh
and Jenny, an enthusiast hangout.
All right, so as of this recording, we are on to almost the last week of June. It is Thursday, June 20th, 2024. It's been a few weeks since we have recorded an episode. Our last one, we had some technical issues, but we did do one.
Yeah, it just didn't save.
Yeah, it just didn't save. So from now on, we're going to be doing it this way. But yeah, you didn't miss much. I believe that was right after Memorial Day. So we were looking at the last week of May, first weekend of June. But yeah, Jenny, do you want to tell us what you did at the end of May, beginning of June?
So I know that feels like forever ago at this point. But that was when I went on my trip to New Jersey with my dad. So I went to Dorney on the way there. I got to ride Iron Menace, and then we went to Six Flags Great Adventure. I finally got to ride their RMC single rail, which was a lot of fun. Jersey Devil coaster, for those of you who don't know what it's called. I rode El Toro 13 times in that day, which was amazing. And yes, I had bruises on my thighs afterwards. Yeah. Note to self, don't ever do that again. No, actually, it was a lot of fun. And then I also got to check out Wildwood to get some credits there, so that was a lot of fun. Josh, did you do anything for Memorial Day weekend? I can't remember.
Park wise, no. I just went camping with my family like we do every year. It's been like a family tradition the last 30 plus years. We'll all just get together and go camping for 4 days, 5 nights, something like that.
Okay, I do remember seeing that on your Snapchat, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and then I didn't attend it, but there was Hollywood Nights. And then from the photos and videos I've seen, it looks like it was a good event this year. Good Gravy looks really good. I'm excited to hopefully get there sometime this year, but who knows?
Yeah, I had some friends who were there that weekend, and they were telling me that it was a lot of fun. They got to ride a bunch of stuff. They told me they liked Good Gravy. They were telling me like it's a fun ride. It's like a good family coaster, and it was a good addition to the park. Good theming. The queue looked really cool in the pictures and the videos I saw. They did tell me, and this was kind of funny, that one person was marathoning it the entire ERT, like 2.5 hours, and I just thought that was, yeah. Imagine doing that though.
Back and forth, back and forth, back.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, if you're gonna go, wouldn't you want to go ride the legendary wooden coasters that they have there, like, the Voyage and the Raven, the Legend, all the really good wooden coasters. Plus,
All
there's
their coasters are good.
Thunderbird. I can't even talk.
Too many Thunder themed coasters.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but that sounded like it was a fun event.
Yeah. Maybe I can go next year. It'd be fun. Well, and then also what happens at the beginning of June? Something that you went to.
Yeah, so I attended Coaster Mania at Cedar Point, the first Friday in June, and that's always a fun event for me just because I like to hang out with friends and see people who I don't see on a normal basis. I don't usually go just for like the rides. I go just to hang out with people and just enjoy time with friends. But instead of Top Thrill 2 ERT, they added in Wild Mouse in the morning, which personally I don't really think that was comparable, you know,
So
considering. I mean, that's true. I didn't think of it that way, Josh, but now that you mention
I'm
that.
probably the only one that mentioned that.
Yeah, no, I didn't think about that, but I guess that makes a little sense. They also gave us breakfast, which was kind of nice. The cruise got canceled due to high winds
I
on the
saw that.
lake.
Everyone was so upset about that.
Yeah, that's my favorite part, just going out and going around Cedar Point and taking pictures, and they usually have
So
alcohol available too, so it's just like a fun event with people.
yeah. So with the cruise being canceled, did they substitute it for anything?
Unfortunately, they didn't, and that was kind of disappointing in my opinion, but I
Yeah,
mean,
I remember the videos I
you
watched
know.
and stuff. Like people were like, "Come on, like you should at least do something for us."
Mhm. Especially if you drove all the way from Minnesota, 13 hours.
Yeah. Well, overall, was Coaster Mania good this year?
I mean, it was fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest.
I'm not gonna answer that.
No, you're good. I mean, the one year that I went, it was fun. I don't think I would go every year though. It's just I don't know. It was my first event at Cedar Point, and to experience it the first time, I guess I had high impressions, but like it was so far. I guess everything was so spread out, which is fine. But like when the events were to happen, it's like they didn't really give you like behind the scenes tours because the park's
Yeah.
operating. So like you know, now I did get to do the cruise, which was really cool.
They did, since they were supposed to have Top Thrill 2, like for the behind the scenes tour or thing, they ended up having
The
it.
infield thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
they did Steel Vengeance instead, which was kind of cool. So
Okay,
that was nice.
that would
They
be
at
cool.
least that I thought that that was pretty even, like at least doing that. I would have loved Millennium Force, of course, because that's my
Ooh, yeah,
favorite.
that yeah.
But I mean, I'll
Did they
take
hand
Steel
out some
Vengeance.
kind of front of the line, like a front of the line pass?
I didn't get one, but I know that I heard Tony Clark mention it during the Q&A, and I didn't really understand what they were saying because I never got anything. So I don't
Okay,
know if
because
that
I know
was
a lot of
something I
people that got
missed.
it was valid from now till Labor Day weekend
That's what
if
I
Top
had heard,
is back up.
and I know there was a question that came up during the Q&A, where someone said, "Well, what if I already have the all season fast lane?" I mean, that doesn't really do me any good just to give me like a coupon. And also, he said it would work on Top Thrill too, but we don't even know if it's going to be open this year. So that's
Yeah,
the other
and to be
problem.
honest with you, I haven't been keeping up with it. Like I know, you have your hardcore fans out there, but like it's kind of I'm not saying gone under the radar, but I don't see too much of it on my social media as I used to.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And I think it's funny because I saw someone posted something in one of the Facebook groups, and they were saying how Cedar Point is still like hardcore marketing Top Thrill 2. Like they're seeing
Yeah.
ads for it everywhere, and then
Well, think they probably
you
paid
hear
for it,
it.
and so they're
Yeah,
like, we can't just like put that under the rug for now.
yeah.
We gotta advertise. But I
Even when
mean,
I'm at
it's not
work.
their fault. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, even when I'm at work, we play Pandora at
Mhm.
work, and we'll get random ads for stuff, and I'll hear them have like a Top Thrill 2 advertisement on there, and I'm like, "Oh, well, that's not even open," but
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it was a good one this year. Maybe I'll go back in a couple of years.
you definitely should. I mean,
Yeah.
we all need to hang out at Hotel Breakers the night before.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right, right.
Um, but no, yeah, it I don't know. I just people complain too much. It's like if you're gonna complain, then don't pay for an event where everybody knows. Especially like I saw on Tony Clark's Twitter, about like the high wind. Like everyone knows Cedar Point and wind does not get along. Um, so I don't know. If you're gonna pay for an event, you should know going in what to expect if the worst is to happen.
Yeah, no, I definitely
But
agree with that.
yeah, so let's fast forward to what the second and third week of June.
Yes.
All right. So did you do any trips?
I did. So I actually went on a very big, extensive trip, and it was a lot of
Ooh,
fun.
tell us about
Yes.
it.
So it was my first time going overseas, Um, so I ended up flying into London and making a trip over to Thorpe Park, which is kind of close by there, like kind of near the airport ish.
Okay.
We took an Uber from the airport and went over there, and then we got to ride all the coasters except Hyperia, which I was really bummed about because it was supposed to be open, but I think I'm not really sure what the problem was because it was testing the entire time I was there.
Yeah.
So I was watching it test. It looked amazing. I was really sad that I didn't get to ride it. And then, of course, a few days after we were there, it opened. But that's just
Yeah.
how it goes. I did get to ride Stealth, which is their Intamin launched coaster, kind of like Top Thrill Dragster, but
Okay.
shorter. Or I guess you could compare it to
Maverick?
probably no.
No.
Why can't I think of the name of the ride at Knott's?
I've never been
Why?
to Knott's.
Well, why is my brain just not working?
Because it's 11
Um,
o'clock on a Thursday night.
I mean, that's possible. Accelerator.
Accelerator. Okay.
Yeah. Have you at least seen videos of Accelerator at Knott's?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So it kind of reminded me of that, the way, I mean, it just goes up and then comes back down. And I mean,
Mhm.
it was about the same height, I think. I'm gonna have to look that up, but I think it was the same, around the same height. But that was my favorite ride because I'm a huge Intamin fan, so being able to do that for my 450th coaster was pretty awesome. So
You
we
an
did.
Intamin fan?
Oh yeah, right? You would have never guessed.
No. Me? Actually, no.
So then after that, we flew over to Paris, and then I got to do Disneyland Paris, and me being a
Now
huge
that I'm
Disney
jealous
fan.
about.
Yeah, it was okay. So my opinion on it, I think the park was absolutely beautiful. I really like the entryway. The castle is amazing. It's bigger than the Sleeping Beauty castle out in California by a lot, so it's really cool to see that
What
up
about
close.
Cinderella's castle?
So, I actually think I like it more than the one at Walt Disney World.
No.
Yeah, the castle, not the
The
park.
castle.
Let's
Not
be
not the
clear
park.
here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Florida
So,
has your heart.
well, actually, Disneyland in California does, but
What?
yeah, it's my favorite park.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, I thought you knew this. Never mind.
I just knew that you loved Disney. I didn't know which park was your favorite.
Okay. Disneyland Park in California is my favorite.
Okay.
But Disneyland Paris, I mean, I like I said, I think it was a really pretty park. I liked that they had a different version of Haunted Mansion and Tower of Terror, which were
Okay.
both really good. Um, I liked Big Thunder. That's probably my favorite Big Thunder out of the three that I've been on.
Are the layouts the same?
They're different.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So this one felt a lot longer, in my opinion, and it also just I don't know how to explain it. You'd have to actually watch a POV or ride it to kind
Okay.
of understand, but it was really cool. Um, I wasn't a big fan of their Space Mountain though, and I really like Space at Disneyland, California. That's my favorite Space Mountain out of the 3 I've been on.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was nice being able to just go to another Disney park because my goal was to go to every single one in the world at some point. So,
Yeah, that's someday when I'm 90 and I retire, I will do that.
oh my gosh. So we did that, and then we spent a day in Paris the next day. So I got to go see the Eiffel Tower and just kind of walk around Paris, which was pretty cool. And then we took a high-speed rail, like a train, over to Germany,
Ooh.
and we went to Europa Park for 2 days, which was, if you don't really know much about it, it was voted in the Golden Ticket Awards best park for 8 years. So it had a pretty good reputation, and I was that was one of my bucket list parks that I really wanted to do. So I was super excited for that. The theming there was incredible. I liked that every ride seemed like it had a good theme. You
Okay.
could definitely tell that they put in the effort for that. Um, just the rides were different. I mean, there was one ride, this was kind of cool. It was called Eurosat, and it's like inside, kind of looks like Spaceship Earth at Epcot. So it's
Okay. Oh
inside a
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
mall.
remember that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably saw my picture that I posted.
Yeah, because the first time I'm like, wait, is that a
Yeah. You're like,
Epcot
"Wait, is
dupe?
she at Epcot? What?" No, but it was kinda cool because it was like a roller coaster inside there, and it was themed to, and I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but the can, which is like a dance. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh my gosh, okay. Well, if anyone knows what the can is, you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about. So basically, you go up and it takes you up like a spiral chain lift thing, whatever you
Mhm.
want to call it. And then you get to the top and then the music starts playing and it's the can music and you see like pictures of like girls like doing like their kicks and stuff like the dance. So that ride was pretty cool. It was different. Like you just wouldn't expect to see that at an amusement park. I
So
was
was it more just like a dark ride or is it more a
Yeah.
coaster? Okay.
Well, Coaster Dark Ride, but again, like I said, the theming everywhere was incredible. My favorite ride at Europa though was Voltron,
Okay.
which you've probably seen videos of Voltron and
Mhm.
kind of know about it. Um, like I said, I really like, I like Intamins, and I was surprised because this was not an Intamin. 'Cause it's a mock. Um, but my thing with that was the theming was really good in the queue leading up to the ride. There was even theming on the ride. It had multiple launches, just lots of really good ejector airtime. My only problem was it kind of felt like I wouldn't be able to keep rewriting it just because of the ejector airtime and how it kind of, like, hit my thighs. It hurt a little bit, but I mean, it
Yeah.
hurt, like, in a good way, but at the same time, I don't think I could keep rewriting it over and
I'm
over
like,
and over and
why
over.
am I doing this to myself?
Yeah. But yeah, that was my favorite ride there, and then we ended up taking a train over to Phantasialand, which is kind of near Cologne. That's, like, a bigger city in Germany,
Okay.
and I mean, Europa had great theming, but Fantasyland had even better theming, in my opinion. Just everything, including all the queues and the hotels and just everything there was themed. It was honestly incredible. My favorite ride there was an Intamin, of course. It was called, I think it's pronounced Terran. I could be totally wrong, but it has 2 launches, it kinda reminds me of Velocicoaster a little bit, mixed with, like, Maverick. I don't know how to
Mhm.
explain it other than that, but very
You're
cool.
you're saying that it was awesome.
Yes. Yeah, it was really cool. I liked that ride, their invert was pretty cool too, it was called Black Mamba. That was a good one. I'm trying to think if there was anything else there that kinda stood out to me. Their mine ride was interesting, it was really long.
Yeah.
It was good. Just everything there was really good. But my favorite park on this trip was definitely Europa Park, and that it's my number 2 park, which is crazy that it made it up to number 2 on the list. My friend who was with me on this trip said it's probably his number 1 park,
Okay.
but you know me being a Disney person, like Disneyland is my favorite.
So what's your third? Disney World?
I don't know, to be honest with you. It's hard to
Well,
choose.
if you have a one and two, you gotta have a three.
I know, but probably, I mean, I guess if I had to pick from Disney World, Magic Kingdom, because
Yeah.
I love Magic Kingdom. But I mean, Cedar Point and Kings Island used to be really up on my list, but I don't
Yeah.
know anymore. I really like Knott's Berry Farm. Um, yeah, it's hard to choose, to be honest with you. What would be your favorite parks? Your top three? that you've been to?
So, as you know, I have not been to a lot of parks. I can probably name on both of my hands. Okay, Kings Island, Cedar Point, Kings Dominion, Kentucky Kingdom. I've been to Hershey Park, but I was a
Okay.
kid. I still count. I've been there, but I don't remember the
Okay.
coasters.
So you need to go back, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, Kings Dominion, Carowinds, all four Disney parks,
Okay.
and then Dollywood. So what is that? 12? 12 parks?
Something
Oh,
like that.
Stricker's Grove.
Oh, yeah, I've been there too.
Uh, did I say Holiday World?
I don't think you did.
Let's just say 13, 14 parks.
Okay.
And I'd say my top three, and I'm not going to include Kings Island. I'm just not.
Okay.
My top three, I would have to say Dollywood. I really like Dollywood. I like that. I like that southern feel. You go
Dollywood's a good
there,
park.
yeah. You go there, and you don't have teenagers checking your lap bars. You have grandma and grandpas. You
That's
do,
true
and
though.
like the experience is just so much better. You're like, oh my goodness, I feel safe.
I'm sure that's what everyone thinks when they go to Dollywood.
Um, I don't really want to add the Disney parks because they were all four good, and unless you don't include Animal. But wait,
I mean,
there's
I actually agree with you on that.
yeah. I mean, because you got Magic Kingdom is just the best.
Okay,
Epcot is
good.
fun because you
Yeah,
have
drinks.
all. Well, when I went there, I don't. You know, what I mean, I don't really drink. Um,
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
just seeing the different cultures and how they advertise that in a U.S. park is
Yeah.
pretty cool. And then Hollywood Studios was just awesome. Like it was fun. Tons of shows. And I don't know. But in Animal Kingdom, it's just a big zoo. I didn't do everything in Animal Kingdom. I do have all the Disney coaster credits though, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'd say my second park. See, it's just so hard to add Kings Island and Cedar Point because I'm there all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you go there
So
all the time.
outside of those two, I know I don't go to Cedar Point a lot, but outside of those KI and CP, I'd say Dollywood, Holiday World, and I really like King's Dominion. I've only been in King's Dominion once. That was back in 2018, so I'd like to experience that park again.
Yeah, you definitely need to go back because they've added some stuff since then.
Just Timbali.
Didn't they add something else? When
No,
did
I went on Twisted Timbers open year,
Okay. Okay.
which
That's
was
what I was just
2018.
thinking.
Yeah.
Was it 2018?
hmm
I didn't realize it's been that long.
I only remember that trip because that's back when I had my old car and my sister went with me. I was sick as a dog, but I
Oh
already had
no.
the time off. I had the hotel booked.
Yeah.
I was making this trip. I was running a fever. I was sweating. I was coughing. I had no voice. But yeah,
Wow. That's
that
dedication.
yes. So I have video. I have videos somewhere. Um, I mean, I vlogged back then and made video, but like the way I did it, I don't know if I saved it or not. So those of you listening, like on our YouTube here, you can scroll back and try to find some. Um, but yeah, I would definitely
I
like to go
mean,
back.
that's definitely a good park. You need to go back for sure. I
Yeah, I'm
went
pretty sure we got the last ride on Volcano.
Oh, yeah, Volcano was good. I really
Yeah, so
liked that ride.
I do have that credit. I do have it.
We need to figure out how many credits you have.
Yes, maybe we can do that on the next episode.
We could. Do you do you think you have over 200?
No, no, no. I'm at like one. I'm somewhere around 120.
Okay. Yeah, we
I
definitely
do.
need to figure that out.
I do know that.
I'm trying to get my boyfriend to find out how many he's been on too, because he doesn't keep track, and I'm like, we need to know.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not like. Oh my god, I gotta ride every freaking coaster on this planet.
I
I
feel
mean,
called out right now.
well, okay, well, I mean, I would like to ride a lot, but I'm not like, you know, I don't know. How many new credits did you get on this trip that you just did?
Well, I was at like 446, I think, when I went on the trip, and now I'm at 478.
Okay, so you got a good chunk there.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's
I My 450th was Stealth at Thorpe, which was a good one to choose, just because me, I like Intamin, so it was special.
yeah, that's good. So yeah, was that the last park you went to?
Yeah.
Okay,
So Fantasyland was the last park, and then I flew back. I had to fly to Chicago, and then Chicago back to Columbus, and
okay.
I think I
So
got
I
back on Sunday at like 5.
Sunday, and then you like slept. I'm sure, right?
Oh, I slept for like 13 hours. I was exhausted. Well, the 6-hour time difference didn't really help, and
Yeah,
then
that's
just
crazy.
feeling super jet lagged. I took that Monday off work because I there was no way I was gonna be
You'd be a
alert.
walking zombie.
I mean, I'd just be like running on Red Bull or something. It would have been bad. But what did you do this past weekend or week or however long it has been, I guess?
Well, I've been kind of starting a new little thing every Tuesday, closing the last hour out at Kings Island.
Oh,
So
that's
the
fun.
yeah, that's been doing pretty good. The last 2 Tuesdays I've done that. I've been going live here on YouTube, so that's been fun. Um, we got a couple things coming up like next week. Like I'm on vacation now, so we're actually going. We're just doing it's just a local like state run trip. We're just going up to Cedar Point. I'm doing like Erie, doing a couple things up there, like the islands and
Oh,
stuff
that'll
like
be
that.
fun.
So yeah, it'll be fun. So I'll be at Cedar Point Monday and Tuesday.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
yeah, and other than just going to Kings Island, I mean, I just been hanging out.
I think that's cool that you've been doing like the 1 hour like before the park closes.
Yep, I get there about 8:45 ish. I eat really quick, and then 2 weeks ago, I did a live stream of the viewers, you guys, during the live video, tell me what to do. So like, what rides can I ride? What rides do you want me to ride? Just stuff like that. Um, and that seemed to people seem to like it. So I've been usually going live an average of like an hour to 20 minutes to an hour and a half. Um, and yeah, this past Tuesday, I texted my sister. I'm like, "Hey, you want to meet up and close Kings on out with me?" And she said, "Yeah, sure." So we, went there, ate. We did Diamondback, Mystic, shot over to Blue Racer, Venture Express, Soul Spin, and watched the fireworks.
In
So,
an hour?
hmm
That's insane.
yeah,
Wow. You
you can do a
really
lot in an
got
hour, and I'm
yeah.
only 20 minutes from the park, so yeah, on a Tuesday night, I'm tired the next day, but like it's 100% worth it because I know people enjoy watching that stuff, and I've I've made I think I'm at I gained over 30 new subscribers on YouTube just from 2 live streams, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't have anything planned this coming up Tuesday because I will be at Cedar Point. I will go live at Cedar Point at some point in time. Um, but yeah,
Well, that sounds fun. Sounds like that'll be a fun trip with your family, and you said you're gonna
yeah,
do the islands too, like Put Bay.
we want to. We're trying to fit into our itinerary. Like right now, we're going up Saturday. So those of you who don't know, we're a big camping family. So I bought a camper last year. It's so much cheaper than hotels. It really is.
I
Uh,
believe it.
it is. So, I mean, I don't care to tell you, we're paying $90 for 5 nights. You can barely get that in a hotel that's decent for one night. And, we're staying at a nice campground, and it'll be fun. I think Sunday we're going to do the beach, and we're just going to check out some stuff that we've never really checked out before. It's nice because it's only 4 hours from home, and we got passes to Cedar Point, so free food.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that.
Nope, no complaints here. So yeah, we're leaving Saturday, and we'll be home on Wednesday, and then
Okay.
we'll be at. I'm sure we'll go to KI sometime next week. We did do the water park this past Saturday. That's my first time. I didn't go at all last year. Usually we go at least once. I go at least once a year, but we went to the water park. That was fun. I'm a big water park person. I got
Same.
I got burnt. Like my whole chest was red. It's
Did you
funny
not
because
put sunscreen
I
on?
did put sunscreen on, but like you can see where it stuck, and then
Yeah.
like everywhere else was just red, and like I'm just now finally a week later starting to get over it. So
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
yeah, don't remind me. And thankfully, I don't have a very physical job. I just sit at a desk all day, so
Yeah,
it
you're
was
fortunate.
nice. But yeah, and then kind of closing out the month of June, I don't have anything. I believe I don't have no plans for the fourth. The fourth is on what, a Thursday this year.
Yeah, it's like
I,
2 weeks from today.
yeah, it is. So I did take that Friday off. I think, or at least I want to go up and watch the fireworks at Kings Island on the fourth. I've never watched the Fourth of July fireworks.
I did once. I think that was like 2019. No, you know what? It might have been 2021. I'm trying to remember. It was a while
Sometime
ago.
back in the day.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
watched their fireworks. I've seen Cedar Point's 4th of July fireworks a couple times
Okay.
though. So I
Oh,
those were pretty good.
sorry, just to kind of throw this in here. Since last recording, I did finally get to ride Snoopy Soapbox Racers.
Oh, you did. Yeah. What'd
Yeah,
you think of it?
I got 3 rides on it so far. It's good. It's a good family coaster. And then my first time I rode it, I was with my daughter and her friend. We were at KI for a day, and then last week, like I guess it would have been 2 weeks ago now. I got my son and my wife on it. So uh,
Nice.
yeah, yeah,
Did they like it too?
they did like it. Yeah, we're
I
gonna
think
ride it
I
again.
saw your picture of you and your son riding it, and he looked like he was having fun.
Yeah, he told me he didn't like going backwards at first because
Aw.
he feels like he has to keep his hands up because we were going up. And I'm like, all right, put your hands up. And then we're going up backwards. And then we go down and he still has his hands up. So,
What?
like, in the photo, so those of you that follow us on Facebook, I believe I posted the photo on there.
Yeah, I think you did.
You can see where the camera is on it. It's on the turn, so he's small, right? So he was sliding. He was actually like in the turn, so he's like, ah.
Oh
But it was fun.
my
It was
gosh.
fun. And then yeah, that's it. So I just want to kind of throw this out there. Last night at Kings Island, I was literally, was it around this time? Maybe a
It was
little bit
around eight
before.
o'clock, I think.
Well, yeah, but when the news broke,
Oh.
I was laying in bed, getting ready to go to bed, and then my phone just starts blowing up. I'm like, what the
Mhm.
heck is
Mine
going on?
too.
Yeah, so I look, I'm like, okay. So those of you that don't know, it is confirmed that someone did get hit by Banshee. I just read a news article. The guy apparently was trying to leave Kings Island. He rode Banshee. He lost his keys. He talked to the greeter, said, "Hey, I gotta leave. Can you guys go get my keys?" Obviously, as we know, you can't do that until the park closes. So They told him to go up to Lost and Found, so after the park closes, and they can get him his keys. Well, he decided to hop, they said, 2 or 3 fences to get to where he got hit. And yeah, I
That's
just,
just insane.
yeah, and it was definitely a stupid thing of him to do, but
Mhm.
same time, they say he's in critical condition,
Yeah,
fighting
it's
for
really
his life,
sad.
supposedly. So,
Yeah.
I don't wish that upon anyone. But
No.
again, it's not Kings Island's fault. It's not Banshee's fault.
No.
It's someone that was just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I just
Well,
want to touch on that a little bit.
I remember back in 2015, I was actually at Cedar Point the day that the guy got hit by a raptor, the one that was going to go get his phone. I don't
Okay,
know if you remember that incident.
I don't remember that because I kept seeing everyone say that last night. Oh, it was just like the 2015 incident.
Yeah,
Did
that's what it
that
made me
guy
think of.
did that guy end up surviving or did he die?
He passed away, unfortunately, so that
Okay,
was really sad. I just remember being at the park and I was with one of my friends and we were walking towards Raptor and we had no idea what was going on, and then we saw all this security and they blocked off
just
the
rushing
area.
over.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, I just can't even imagine how Kings Island was last night with that
It's
happening
not
too.
worth your life. Like
No.
they're just keys. Like
Yeah, you can
that
always get your
guy.
keys back.
Yeah, like hopefully he survives, obviously, but like
Yes.
his life is forever changed because there ain't no way 68 miles per hour.
Right.
And the article said that one person had their face was covered in blood. So
Yeah. I just
um,
can't even imagine being on the train that hit
I
him, like,
know.
just
Well,
being
and
one of
then
those
just
people. I'd be
imagine
scarred for
imagine
life.
being the train that was behind that,
Yeah,
where the train coming into the station, the people don't know yet, but
right.
then you're riding that, and then you just see a body laying there.
Yeah. Well, I
Like,
mean, if you could even really see, because I guess
yeah, people
the
said that they
people, they thought it was
saw
an
it.
animal,
Yeah,
or at least that's what the article that you sent me said.
yeah. I
That's
don't know.
just insane.
I mean,
I hope the guy's okay, but I
yeah,
mean,
me too. You
I just
know,
hope that this kind of like teaches people a lesson. Like, it's not worth risking your life over something like that. And
no, and
just
then like
need to be safe and follow the
the
signs.
most asked question that I've been seeing is how long is Banshee gonna be down?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be down. I mean, it was down obviously today, rest of last night. I'd say by probably mid next week it'd be reopened.
Yeah. I can't remember how
It's
long Raptor was down after that.
I have no idea. I mean, it's not any malfunction of the ride or the
No,
ride operator. It was just someone being stupid. I mean,
basically.
unfortunately, there's people out there like that, and it happened to be at Kings Island, which really has a good track record. Nothing bad usually happens there.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been anywhere though, too,
Oh
like
yeah,
if you think
definitely.
about it.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I just hope nothing like that happens again, and we can just move
Hopefully the
on from
guy's
it.
okay.
Yeah, I've noticed, especially on Facebook, like every time there's an update, every single news channel posts about it, which is fine. But like, I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I feel like everyone's talking.
question: are you going to Kings Island at all soon?
I might be going tomorrow night, possibly. I know it's supposed to be really hot this weekend, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. But I'm gonna be spending the weekend down there with my boyfriend because he lives in Lebanon, so we were gonna do some stuff in that area and then possibly go to Kings Island. I'm not sure.
Okay, because I have not experienced the Food and Wine Festival yet,
Okay.
and that
I
is
haven't either.
Friday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and next weekend is the last weekend of it. So
Yes.
you got this week and next week. Also, the Bubble Show. Ooh, I might be able to watch that tomorrow. It's 1,
You
3,
should.
and 5. One might be pushing it. I don't know. Um, we'll have to see. But yeah, so if you do the Food and Wine Festival, which I'm sure you will,
Maybe. I mean, I'm
maybe.
not really. Well, I was looking at the menu online for everything, and I was talking to my mom about it because that was something that interested her, but she doesn't really want to go because she said she didn't like the options that they had, and it seemed kind of small. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
and we got Grand Carnival coming up, and we know that's all about the
Yep.
food and drinks too. So we'll see
She
how
said she
cut.
wants to do that.
Yeah, we'll see how cut back that is this year.
Yeah, I hope
Um,
it's not, but we'll see.
yeah, but yeah. Do you have anything else?
No, I don't have anything. What about you?
No, just I'll be at KI tomorrow. As this recording, it'll be Friday the 21st. From like open to about lunchtime. So probably looking about 1 o'clock ish. Um, other than that, in Cedar Point, I got nothing going on.
Cool.
But yeah, well, as always, we appreciate you guys listening. Don't forget to follow us on all social media and subscribe to us here on the YouTube. And like, comment, share, subscribe.
Thanks for
Uh,
listening.
yeah, this is Josh,
And I'm Jenny.
and this is the Grease Chain Podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.